All right, now the trinomials, and it's actually, it is confusing maybe at first, but if you get it, and then you understand it, and you will never forget it after that. Okay, so a trinomial is always in the form of ta, 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 ta. Something squared, something x plus just the normal number. So I always say to my kids, it's like going down the stairs, ta, 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 ta. Okay. It will always be a x squared. In grade 10 only we start adding numbers here in front, so like a 2 or a 3 or a 5. So, but for now, for grade 9, there's only the x squared there in front. Okay. Again, let's have a look at an example. It's always 2 brackets. So HCF is where you take out the most that you can and you're left with 1 bracket after that. But with the difference of 2 perfect squares and the trinomials, you always have 2 brackets. Okay, now this one is a little bit different. So we want to go look at the signs. So let's first see what signs are going to go in here. And what we do is we look at the second sign. Okay, it tells us a story. I always say it tells you a story. It's just a story that's lying here that you need to just decipher what they're actually saying, a coding. Okay, so just see it as that. Don't just calm down and you'll get this and listen carefully. Okay, you go look at the second sign. Oh, sorry, just to quickly show you with my order here, x squared is always split into x and x. So that is what you've got definitely in your 2 brackets for now. Okay, then you're going to start looking at your signs. The second sign tells you whether the signs inside the bracket is going to be the same, which is a plus and a plus, or it's going to be different, which is a plus and a minus, or a minus and a plus. No. Okay, so the same, a positive, tells you that they are going to be the same. Okay, they are the same. Then you say to yourself, but what are they the same of? You look at the first sign, and that tells you they are both going to be positive. So this sign over there must definitely be in the bracket somewhere. Okay, so the second sign tells you that they're going to be the same. What are they the same of? They are both, where do I look? The first one, they are both pluses. Okay, so you're going to go insert your signs. Tick, tick, you've got your signs right. Well done. Now we want to look at this number here at the back. All right. So what number? We're going to start looking at the back. What number multiplied will give you the back number? If you add or subtract those same numbers, it gives you 8. It's a little bit of a guessing game, or, you know, there's only a few guesses. You say, what are the multiples of 12? Okay, 12, you can get, let me just quickly show you here. Sorry, you look at the what times what gives you 12. If you add or subtract those numbers, it will give you 8. Okay. Whoopsie. All right, there the one came already. So what times what gives you 12? Let's start with just something that's now not there. Ignore that 6. 12 times 1. Okay, 12 times 1 gives you 12, but 12 plus 1 gives you not 8. No, it doesn't give you 8. And 12 minus 1 also doesn't give you 8. It gives you 11. So 12 times 1 is out. What about 4 times 3? 4 times 3 gives you 12, but 4 minus 3 gives you 1. And 4 plus 3 gives you 7. Okay, so what about the last one that I'm guessing now? 6 times 2. The multiples of 12 is 6 times 2. Sorry, the factors of 12 is 6 times 2. So let's try. 6 minus 2 is 4. No, 6 plus 2, gives you 8. And always, my advice to you is always write the biggest number first. Okay, so it's going to be a 6 and a 2. And there you factorized. So if you had to FOIL this out again, x times x is x squared plus 2x plus 6x gives you plus 8x. Plus times a plus is a plus. 6 times 2 is 12. So you can check your answer by foiling out, or you can just check it with the short method. You say plus 6 plus another 2. Does it give you positive 8? Yes. And a positive times a positive gives you a positive. 6 times 2 is 12. Okay. So if you just add them with the signs there, normally, does it give you positive 8? And if you then multiply those 2, does it give you the back? All right, let's have a look at another example. Okay, so we're going to set up our brackets, and we always put the x's in first. We look at the second sign because we're looking for the signs. They are the same. What are they the same of? They are both negatives. Do you see that? Okay, so you're going to look at your second sign. Plus means they are the same. But what are they the same of? They are both negatives. Okay, and you put them in. There, your signs are correct. And then you say, what times what gives you 12? If you add or subtract, it must give you 7. Okay, what times what gives you 12? If you add and subtract those numbers, it will give you 7. So let's say, let's just quickly do it. 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 plus 3 gives you 7. Always write the biggest number first. 4 and 3. So let's just check ourselves. Minus 4 minus another 3 gives you minus 7. A negative times a negative is a positive, and 4 times 3 gives you 12. Correct. A third example. Okay, so here we have to look at the second sign. Let's just first, we see it's a trinomial. We set up our 2 brackets and an x and an x. We go look at the second sign. The second sign tells me that they are different. Okay, so a minus means that they are different. So it's either going to be a plus and a minus, or a minus and a plus. So you look at the first sign to show you which one goes first. Okay, so in the first position, so it can either be a plus and a minus, or a minus and a plus, but which one comes first? Look at the first sign, the positive comes first. Plus and then a minus. So just have a look. Is your signs different? Yes. Is the first one a plus? Yes. Okay. Then you say, what times what gives you 12? If you add and subtract, it should give you 1. Remember, if there's nothing there in front, there's a 1. So let's say 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 minus 3 gives you 1. Always write the biggest number first. Okay, check yourself. Plus 4 minus 3 gives you a positive 1. Plus times a minus is a minus, and 4 times 3 gives you 12. Okay, example 4. I see ta, 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 ta. It's a trinomial. Okay, set up my brackets, always an x and an x. We look at the second sign. We see, it's going to be different. Minus means different. But which one comes first? The minus comes first. So it can be a plus, minus, minus, plus. Which one comes first? Look at the first sign. It's first going to be a minus and then a plus. Okay, what times what gives you 12? If you add and subtract, it should give you 4. Okay, so let's say 4 times 3. 4 plus 3 is not 4. 4 minus 3 doesn't give you 4. 6 times 2. 6 times 2 gives you 12. 6 minus 2 gives you 4. Aha, there's your answer. 6 and 2. So check your answers. Minus 6 plus 2 does give you negative 4. And a negative times a positive is a negative. And 6 times 2 gives you 12. All right. Now, people, these are the basics. So you need to use these basic examples to use to, now we're going to give you big fraction questions where you have to simplify each little term on top of the fraction, the numerator or the denominator, so that you can cancel out, so that you can get to a simplified answer. Okay, so please do the questions that the teacher has written down for you for today's work, and really try and do them, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, guys. Bye.